My name is Imam Abdullah Antepli. I'm a professor of religion and public policy here at Duke University. They call me the Blue Devil Imam here. I grew up in Turkey in a highly underprivileged background, but here I am at Duke University. It's a miracle to itself. I always publicly define myself as a recovering anti-Semite. Hate is a virus. It really doesn't go away completely, and if you are exposed to hate of any kind, that requires a lifelong commitment to an ethical, moral struggle to make sure you put enough healthy pressure on that hate so that it will never surge again, neither in me nor in my community.
It says something about his magnetism and the way in which he draws students to him and draws students out. He has the capacity to listen to and articulate ways that people can think about working together and talking together about things. And on the campus, it's hard to find an important contemporary issue in which he's not engaged in one way or another. I wouldn't undertake a serious problem in which he had any knowledge and leaving him out. He's there.
I have two main sources of hope, and one is very personal and confessional. I'm a person of faith. I believe in a power that is capable of intervening into human history. I believe in a living God. My second source of hope is human history. We have seen over and over again, the history doesn't always go in one linear direction. It doesn't always go down, it doesn't always go up, but at some point humanity bounces back, often regretfully after things catastrophically gets wrong. What I try to inspire the younger generation is never to be a victim of hopelessness, because that kills and freezes your willpower. We can exemplify and model to the rest of the society that it's possible. We are not destined to hate each other.
I describe Abdullah to everyone in the sense that I always find a reason that someone should connect to Abdullah. Regardless of who I'm talking to, it's kind of the same description of this really effusive and visionary leader who cares so much about the individuals in his life that he takes the connections that he has all over the world and the knowledge that he has of the most tenuous and difficult and complicated political and religious situations. And he blends both of those together to really involve people in the process of making change. And so once you are part of Abdullah's world, you're kind of wrapped up in this moment of there's an opportunity to do something with this.
If the younger generation receives the investment that they deserve, they can create a much better future and expand the we the people in an inclusive way. If you only think, oh, anti-Semitism is a Jewish business, it is a Jewish problem. Homophobia is LGBTQ issue. Muslims need to work on the Islamophobia, etc. We can never, never, never defeat this resurgence of hate. It may manifest in different names and shapes and forms, but this is one hate.
He is the most thoughtful, kindest human being I think I know, which is one of the reasons that he inspires admiration and affection wherever he goes. I have enormous admiration for Abdullah, and it's because, he is a rare individual in so many different ways. He is outgoing, he's generous, he really builds close personal relationships with students, and they with him.
Despite the fact that I am Jewish, I totally 100% view Abdullah as my spiritual guru. He brings so much life and holiness to everything he does and really sees the world for all of the good in it, and it's really contagious. I would describe him as my guide, my mentor.
I am truly grateful for organizations like ADL, as a Jewish American organization primarily focused on fighting anti-Semitism, especially in the last couple of decades, admirably so. It should be recognized and celebrated. ADL has been in the forefront in forming alliances and partnering with other communities, other minorities, other marginalized, persecuted, oppressed, hated communities who are victims of violence and hate and bigotry, and defending them and celebrating their rights and educating people. This should only give people hope that people can change, societies can change, communities can change. And there is a way in which, if we do the work and go against the current, despite the difficulties that they may endure, people change for better. We should never give up on anyone. So one thing I want people to walk away after hearing my story is not look for who's guilty, but look what is my partial responsibility in the problem and what is my partial responsibility in being part of the solution. I am truly delighted, honored, and humbled by this award, by an organization that I respect so much, by an organization that I believe in the nobility of their mission and the work. It fills me with incredible amount of joy. I hope this will only highlight some of the achievements that I was able to do in my life in a short period of time, and it will only inspire and energize and motivate others who are cleverer than me, smarter than me, who has more skills and abilities than me, will do more of that work that I was able to do in my limited capacity.